Andry Hernández Romero was born in Capacho, a small town in western Venezuela. From an early age, he was drawn to beauty, creativity, and performance. His favorite festival, the annual Three Kings Day celebration, provided him the opportunity to explore his creativity and love of theater. He developed a passion for hairstyling, makeup, and costume design, skills he would later use professionally in salons and at pageants. He became known in his community not only for his artistry, but also his expressive personality and sense of style. Andry was someone who brought color to a place increasingly overshadowed by crisis. His work wasn't limited to aesthetics. It was his identity, a declaration of joy and defiance in a country where being openly gay could be dangerous. Venezuela's economic collapse, combined with social instability and increasing repression, created an environment where LGBTQ people faced intensified discrimination, violence, and persecution. Andry endured threats and abuse not only because of his sexuality, but also because of his visibility. His tattoos, 2 crowns above script reading Mom and Dad, were deeply personal, reminding him both of his family and of the festival that had played such a key role in helping him define himself at an early age. But visibility in Venezuela can be dangerous, and Andry had not been shy about criticizing the increasingly authoritarian Maduro government. As the government cracked down on dissent and social conditions worsened, the danger to people like Andry grew. LGBTQ individuals were targeted both by state actors and gangs. Friends of Andry recalled him being harassed and followed, and he eventually felt he had no choice but to leave. In May of 2024, Andry fled his home country of Venezuela. His journey north was grueling. Like thousands of others escaping violence and poverty, he crossed the Darien Gap, a perilous, lawless stretch of jungle between Colombia and Panama, known for its harsh terrain, armed groups, and high mortality rate. Migrants in the Darien often go days without food, face exposure to disease, and risk robbery, assault, and death. There are no formal protections. Many never make it out, but Andry persisted. He knew a better life awaited. He continued through Central America and Mexico, ultimately arriving at the US-Mexico border in the summer of 2024. Andry entered the United States on August 29th by presenting himself at a legal port of entry near San Diego, California. He had scheduled this appointment through the CBP One app, a mobile application used by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection to facilitate lawful entry appointments for asylum seekers just like Andry. He did what the system asked him to do. He turned himself in at the border. He explained that he was fleeing persecution. Andry was admitted to the United States, a country where he felt he could finally be safe and flourish. After arriving, Andry moved to LA and began to establish himself in the film industry. He started with smaller jobs, independent films, music videos, and commercial work, where his precision and creativity quickly earned attention. Out of sheer coincidence, Andry met famed Mexican director Guillermo del Toro at his neighborhood coffee shop. Del Toro was assembling a creative team for his upcoming adaptation of Frankenstein and was impressed by Andry's story and affable personality. Known for his high standards and meticulous vision, the director was looking for artists who could balance technical expertise with emotional nuance. After reviewing Andry's portfolio and seeing his test designs, he brought him on board as a makeup designer. During the production, Andry met Julian Belmires, a lighting technician on the crew. The connection between them was immediate, and Julian proposed 6 months later. They are set to be married on January 6, 2026, the same day as Andry's beloved Three Kings Festival. Even as his career advanced, Andry remained committed to advocacy. For Andry, success was never just personal. It was an opportunity to uplift others and make space for stories like his. He used his platform to support immigrant rights and the LGBTQ community, speaking at public events, mentoring young artists, and raising awareness through his visibility in the industry. Andry entered the United States on August 29th by presenting himself at a legal port of entry near San Diego, California. Upon arrival, U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers conducted an interview and physical examination. During the process, they focused on Andry's tattoos. Despite his explanations that these tattoos were personal tributes to his family and his cultural heritage and participation in the Three Kings Day festival, authorities flagged him as a potential security risk, alleging affiliation with the notorious gang Tren de Aragua, based solely on these tattoos. Experts have repeatedly and vehemently stated that Tren de Aragua does not use tattoos as markers of membership. Nevertheless, Andry was detained. He passed a credible fear interview, a preliminary step in the asylum process indicating a significant possibility of persecution if returned to his home country. Despite this, Andry remained in custody due to the government's suspicions about his tattoos. His attorney, Paulina Reyes at the Immigrant Defenders Law Center, filed an asylum application on Andry's behalf. They communicated regularly while awaiting a court appearance. Approximately 1 week before his March 2025 hearing, Andry and several other Venezuelans were transferred to a facility in South Texas without prior notice given to his attorney. He managed to make one final phone call to his mother, informing her of another impending transfer, but he was unaware of the destination. On March 15, 2025, Andry was deported to El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act, a law from 1798 unconstitutionally invoked by the Trump administration. He was among 238 Venezuelan migrants sent to El Salvador's Terrorism Confinement Center, or CCOT, a maximum security prison known for severe human rights abuses. Since his deportation, Andry has been denied communication with the outside world. He has not been allowed to contact his family or legal representatives. Though some in the LGBTQ community have advocated for his release, Andry's case has failed to garner much mainstream media attention. The last time we saw Andry was in a photo taken by photojournalist Philip Holsinger. In the photo, the guards are shaving Andry's head, roughly stripping away his identity, his creativity, his beauty, and his humanity. Holsinger said that in that moment, as Andry's hair was falling down around his face, he was praying and crying for his mother.